Well, hey everybody, we are here with the Bellamy brothers, one of my favorite groups, duos, groups, whatever you want to call yourselves.
Thank you.
You guys have been around. You say 40-year album. I don't buy it, but you know.
Believe it.
I know. We don't want to age ourselves, but talk a little bit about that. Let's start there. Talk about you're doing an album for 40 years and Let Your Love Flow. Just kind of tell everybody what we're doing.
Well, you know, mainly people would come up to people around us, friends and people in our band, and they'd say, well, you know, it's coming up on 40 years. And we were like,
No.
I know.
because we don't keep track too heavily. We try not to. So we figured we had to do a project, and we didn't want to just rehash the hits because, you know, we've done some compilations in the past. And so we did a brand new 20-song album, and then we did 20 of the hits as well. Made a nice little package out of it. So I think it made a pretty good collector's item.
Absolutely.
For the fans, and everybody seems to really like it on the road, and we're happy with the new music that's on there, and so it's been pretty fun.
How's it changed for you over the years? Technology, just everything. I mean, now everything is digital, everything is social media. The fans' reactions are more immediate.
Oh yeah.
And do you like that feedback being an immediate
Yes
feedback
and no.
versus? Talk a little bit about that.
Well,
It's a little more like, you know, playing a gig. When you play a gig, you get immediate feedback.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like we were talking like this morning. First time we ever played "Beautiful Body" was at a show with Conway Twitty in Louisville, Kentucky, and we knew right when we played it, everybody loved the song. You got that feedback. So social media is a little bit
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Well, like you said, it can be good and bad depending on whose reaction you're getting. So.
Yeah.
yeah, and the privacy factor is there is no privacy anymore.
Absolutely.
Especially since Messenger on Facebook. Just forget that little. Where do these people come from? Could you get me tickets to the show?
Yeah.
Who are you?
Yeah.
You're like, what
Yeah,
show and who are you
yeah.
and why? Or why are you asking
Yeah, we're
me?
planning to come see you a year from now, and we want ticket.
Well, talk a little bit about the Susan B. Komen. You're doing some stuff with them for the breast cancer.
Yes, we, you know, started out with just we had a good friend who had breast cancer, and she went through about a 3-4 year process of finding out she had it, the surgeries, the chemotherapy, all that, the reconstructive surgery, and you know, and actually she really lucked out because she came out doing pretty good now, but it's a long ordeal to realize how bad it was. And my wife actually contacted Komen and started talking about this, and we put it together, and we connected it to Let Your Love Flow because it's the 40th year of that song.
Mm-hmm.
So we did a video with about 50 of the cancer survivors from Fort Worth, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
We spent the whole day with them, and it was amazing. It's just you realize what an epidemic it is,
Absolutely.
and you hear those stories. It's just amazing. So.
Mm-hmm. Yep, absolutely. Well, talking about benefits, you're also doing one coming up very soon, next week, for the slain police officers in Dallas, Stars for Stars. Talk about your involvement with that and why that one kind of touches home for you guys.
Well, you know, Dallas-Fort Worth area is kind of our second home. David's wife is from Fort Worth, and we've toured the world, done 65 countries, but we have toured the state of Texas probably more than any one state because they have more live music, and for some reason they like us. I'm not sure why, but you know, we have seen this thing getting worse and worse every year. You know, it's like 1 or 2 officers here, and as we travel, you know, you see it on local TVs. There's incidents you don't even hear about, but you don't even see it.
Yes.
It's every state, everywhere, every little town, and every big town.
Yeah, we did a local benefit in Tarpon Springs, Florida, for a slain policeman down there a couple of years ago.
Yeah, a couple of years ago. But this was like the 9/11 for
Yeah.
police
So it's not just,
killing.
I mean, even though these funds are for these people, it's more about raising awareness,
Yeah,
and bringing
sure.
people
Yeah.
together and everything through the
It's- Sure.
music. And
Yeah, because it's getting to be really bad.
It's out of hand. It has been out of hand. Now, hopefully, the least we can do is raise money for the families, of course. But
Absolutely.
But on the other hand, make people realize that this is enough. You know, we've got it. It got to be now, or it's too late.
Yeah, I agree. If only there was an easy answer, right? I mean,
Yeah.
it would be good. Well, let's talk a little bit about. We kind of touched on the changes. You know, obviously, you guys have been around where you had LPs, you had 8-tracks, you had cassettes, we had CDs. You've kind of seen everything come and go and move along. And
You didn't have to mention 8-tracks.
hey, if I was there, you are there. So we're in the same boat.
I guess you're right.
You know, a lot of our fans bring all of those old things to get signed. Like we get 8-tracks and cassettes,
Oh yeah.
and albums, of course, vinyl, and you know, people crack me up now, like, because vinyl's hip again. You know,
Mhm.
oh, I got vinyl. Oh, yeah, well, that's all we used to have.
Oh,
That's all
yeah,
we
yeah.
dealt with vinyl forever. You know, I mean, I like vinyl a lot. But,
Absolutely, yes.
well, hated 8-tracks, but it's we've seen and not only in the commercial end of it, but even recording. You know, we started out with
Mhm.
recording on tape and slicing it with
Yes.
razor blades and
Yes.
doing editing and all that crazy stuff. And now, you know, it changes so fast. And we order in our studio at home. We order amplifiers virtually now.
Mhm.
We get a bunch of amps coming in the computer, virtual amps, and we plug the guitar into them, and it's a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
I'm glad I live
Yeah.
to see that technology. I can't work most of it, but I like it.
Yeah, it's fun when you have someone that can bring it
Yes.
into you and show you how it works and to be
Yeah,
able
my
to
kids
dabble in
my
it
kids
because-
can show, you know, they can plug it all in, and our guitar player is our engineer, and they, you know, I say, yeah, bring that amp up, okay, and we play that one a
Yeah,
while.
well, I mean, and it's kind of the factor of we live in a society where everybody wants everything now.
Yeah.
And you can still do that with the music. You can do it as you're dabbling and trying new things and learning. So I mean, it has its advantages, it has its disadvantages, but there's a lot to it. So what are you guys doing out of the box to garner new fans and to get your music out to new people that maybe you haven't reached before? Because I'm sure you're seeing generations of fans now, people bringing their kids and grandkids
Yeah.
that were young when they first heard the music.
Yeah,
so.
and thanks to social media, it has really helped because we've been an independent label since 1991 or 2.
91.
You started the independent.
Yeah, we
There
did,
you go.
and it has. We saw the period where really country fans hadn't really gotten used to the internet yet.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, but now, at least everybody's on Facebook. That's one day because it's a personal thing. But it has helped our cause tremendously, and you can have regional hit records now just on via YouTube, you know, and we have.
Yeah.
We've had certain songs. We've just done video for YouTubes, you know, because let's face it, you know. It's not top 40 anymore. What is it called? Top 10, top 20?
Yeah, whatever.
Whatever.
Yeah, they cut it back.
I don't listen anymore either. But they're not going to play our new music these days. But we have other avenues to go now. You know, and it's really nice because that's one of the frustrations when you have been around a while that you can't get your new material exposed.
Exactly,
But we've
exactly.
kind of licked that problem now.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, and that's a lot what we do with, you know, with the digital rodeo and being able to broadcast is to get that out there to everybody
Yeah.
through other ways of doing
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
And, you know, we're excited that we can work with artists that, legacy artists and the new artists just up and coming that don't have the funds and the resources, and, you know, that makes all the difference in the
Sure.
world for everybody. So, yeah, technology's not all bad.
No,
in
no,
some
no.
cases, you know, you just want to throw it away, but, you
Well,
know.
well, you get certain days you get frustrated with it, you know, and but it really has exposed, you know, our music and our new music and everything to a world of fans. I mean, we have people literally from all over the world.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing, you know. There's no barriers. It's just, you know, it's out worldwide, and,
Yes.
and even our 40-year project, you know, we have a worldwide release mainly because of social media now. You know, it just there's no limits.
Yeah. Have you been inspired by anything that you've gotten as feedback from the fans, maybe through social media? Have they maybe made you think of a song that you wanted to write or anything like that? Has it come from any of those conversations?
You know, you pick something up all the time. Well, you know, those antennas are always out. It's not thievery. It's just
Yeah.
being,
You can't help it.
no, you can't help yourself.
Yeah.
But those antennas are always out, and yes, you see occasion social media, which, because you can truly see anything.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
is-
Social media has no barrier. You
I mean,
can,
I don't-
you know, when their dog goes to the bathroom. You know, it's
You're not
like-
going to write a new song about Pokemon Go?
Oh well.
That,
You know, that could be
it's
the
only
new
a week
thing.
old, but it's crossed the mind.
Yeah.
Well, we're so glad to talk to you guys, and we're excited to see you guys in Dallas.
Thank
and,
you.
Be
Yeah,
part
we're-
of that
we're
with
glad
you
to
guys,
be
so
there, yeah.
that'll be great. And we're looking forward to the new music and everything that you're doing with Susan B. Komen.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
So we're glad to have you. Thank you guys.
All right.
You
Good
bet.
to see y'all.